There's somebody who is a data analyst who worked with Twitter's trust and safety team, tweeted on Saturday that the daily suspension rate for accounts engaged in child sexual abuse and exploitation material has almost doubled in the last couple of days. So Twitter is obviously being more vigilant. Nonetheless, Senator Ted Cruz says there's a lot of stuff out there and he wants to know more. Watch.
What Elon Musk has released is evidence of corruption that goes to the highest level of government, it goes to the highest level of the FBI, and it goes to the highest level of big tech. We've known for a long time that big tech is censoring conservatives, but what Elon did here is he just laid naked all of the lies that the corporate media has told. This was all about weaponizing big tech. It is absolutely corrupt. And what is amazing is the Democrats were fully in on it. The corporate media was fully in on it. And Elon's released the receipts, which shows all of them are willing to abuse power to stay in power.
Can you imagine if we see Google and Facebook, if we got this kind of exposure on both, would they probably reveal together to suppress certain stories on the request of the Biden administration or other Democratic candidates in the middle of things, or the so-called shadow banning that pressed things down that you could seek out, but it was so hard to find, let alone individual accounts?
I don't know exactly what Ted Cruz is talking about because he mentioned the FBI right there. But if you read all of Matt Taibbi's posts, the thread, you can see what perhaps he's alluding to, but Ted is wrong. Matt Taibbi, his 20-second thread said, although several sources recalled hearing about a general warning from federal law enforcement that summer about possible foreign hacks, there's no evidence that I've seen of any government influence in the laptop story. In fact, that might have been the problem. So according to the guy who Elon Musk gave all the secrets to, he said, I don't see federal law enforcement involved in the laptop story at all.
Well, maybe they weren't, and we'll get answers when oversight, because these Republicans are taking.
But wait a second. How could that be the case? Is the FBI part of the government?
Yeah.
Of course.
Did the FBI get the laptop? Did they go ahead and brief these major social media companies about not doing certain things and suppressing certain things?
In the run-up to the election, we heard, and we talked about from this couch, warnings from the Department of Homeland Security and federal law enforcement that given what happened in 2016, they might try it again. We heard that. But Matt Taibbi, who has seen everything, said federal law enforcement not involved in Twitter and the laptop story.
All right.
Period.
Yeah.
Well, we'll get answers. They're sending these letters out. They're going to ask these guys to come in and talk to them and find out what they knew.
So we shouldn't believe the tweets that were put out. I mean, it's bizarre. As Elon Musk says.
That's just what one person says.
Right.
We don't know.
Who covered it. But Elon Musk says there's no doubt about it. They have, there was election meddling from what he's seen so far.
Right, but I think he's referring to big tech. And big tech obviously had their finger on the scale when it came to Joe Biden.
And where's the DNC in all of this? They were involved in this, too, the DNC.
Yeah, because people at the DNC were coordinating with the Biden campaign, and the Biden campaign was then coordinating with Twitter.
But if the FBI tells, if the FBI says, listen, I get rid of this is the Russian disinformation, and they get rid of it.
And there's a story coming out in October.
They didn't actually get into the tools and say, Twitter, we're getting rid of this. But if the FBI is knocking at your door saying Russian disinformation, just like 2016, and you do it, you can honestly say the FBI had nothing to do with that?
The guy who's seen all the stuff says
but what I just said, but if anything I said was wrong, then I'll agree. But the FBI was proven. You watch the Zuckerberg sit there with Joe Rogan and say the FBI came and briefed me and said, look out, this is all the e-marks. And after it came, we froze it on their behest. And then Twitter said, I made a mistake when the FBI did it. And they never told the CEO of Twitter that they were doing it. So the FBI didn't actually go in there and hit the passwords.
I'm with you,
but the FBI did it. So, I mean, that's a ridiculous thing to say. Unless they walked in and say, shut down Twitter, we're taking it over. If that's what Matt Taibbi's looking for, he's never going to find it.
Well, what Zuckerberg said was there was a general warning, and that's what Miranda Devine wrote about yesterday.
But they knew about the laptop story, so they come in and they say, there's a general warning. You could get some stories about Hunter. They didn't tell him what the story was.
I'm just reporting what I know for a fact is what Matt Taibbi said.
It all just seems like something went on behind the scenes. They didn't want us to know about it, and whoever's responsible, hopefully the Republicans Republicans can figure it out in January.
And what's worse is they're doing it in other elections. They even played a role in Brazil's elections. You're going to find that out, too. Just wait.
Okay.